If you allow me, I'd like to bring up the situation in Egypt. Last week, 9 young men were executed in Egypt, exactly about a week before the EU Arab League summit took place, hosted by Egypt. And there was a high representation from the European Union. The European Union has refrained from making an official explanation or condemnation regarding the executions. Will it come up during the margins of this conference? And how can we explain the silence on behalf of the European Union in this case?
Just a brief complimentary remark. It's not that long ago that I met an Egyptian minister with whom we have discussed the question of human rights in Egypt and certain concrete cases. And of course, that is related also, let's say, to the ultimate penalty, let's say the death penalty. I must say that it was not a meeting that was in any way conclusive and full of understanding. I did apologize to the minister for my Czech bluntness, but I did raise concrete cases. And my question was, can I be invited? I was not inviting myself to Egypt. I was not imposing myself, but I have stressed, should I be invited? Happy to pursue conversations with you. And I would like to see some of those that I'm talking about in different prisons and see the conditions, talk to them, and see how their rights are being defended. Well, I must say, so far, that did not have a follow-up. So I regret to say that, of course, it takes two to dance a tango. And having said that, I need also to eventually admit that not everyone in the European Union is always 100%, let's say, pursuing that policy and not reflecting certain specific so-called national interests. Yes, should you say, aren't we sometimes somewhere in the European Union somewhat hypocritical? Yes, we are. Yeah, it's a matter of fact. I mean, we are imperfect, but the European Union as such, I mean, in terms of human rights and on the question of death penalty, I mean, has a record that no one in the world has. But we are not a world policeman. We cannot be replacing those that are directly responsible. And as Deputy Prime Minister said, we have the UN that quite often also these countries that maintain the death penalty refer to on other issues. So I would like the UN to work even more closely with us and we should be stepping up the effort. So by all means, we can always do better, that's for sure.